Hello again. Hi, it's Luis Gonzalez, and it's a great Memorial weekend. I'm in real estate. I've been in it for over 30 years. So I want to share with you Manhattan Beach today. I'm doing this for a client, so I might as well show it to you. What a great city it is and what is available that just came out on the market. I'm going to talk about it, give you some insights. So if you're out here looking, you have some insight from the community, from the city. So basically, let's get started into Manhattan Beach. It's a great community. It has lots to offer. You should definitely, if you have not been, definitely come on out and take a look. I mean, I'll just start by sharing a little bit of Manhattan Beach here. As you can see, Manhattan Beach is basically this area here in the map that I have. Kind of from Rosecrans all the way to the ocean. It has a great mileage of ocean front. The Strand is there, and then it comes on. It comes on back over here to Aviation Boulevard, and then comes down to Artesia and back down. So lots of great things to do, lots of great hotels, lots of restaurants. Dining is second to none, and Manhattan Beach, basically very famous for what it's famous about, which is the beach community, beach life. Great sand. They say that a lot of the sand in Hawaii is from Manhattan Beach, but yet to be confirmed. But you have a great, easy beach here. Lots of oceanfront properties, beach bungalows that are great. You have the famous Strand. That's a great miles of walking. And obviously walking on the sand as well. The community is comprised of a lot of great, different streets and different areas. There's the sand section, that's the aquarium at the pier. There's the hill section where the homes are a little bit bigger. There's the tree section where there's a lot of families that are, breeding kids, and their kids go to great schools. The schools here in Manhattan Beach are second to none, and the restaurants are phenomenal. There's the Strand House, which is a great restaurant. There's Nano Italiano. It's a great Italian restaurant. There's MP Post. There's on and on. New restaurants that keep coming up. There's the pier, and the pier has also, fireworks show that happens on different holiday events and lots of events. This is the home of volleyball that happens in Manhattan Beach. There's the six-man tournament, and there's a lot of other tournaments, and there's sandcastle tournaments that happen. Lots of surfing. It's actually one of the great spots that I love for surfing. El Porto section, which is North Manhattan Beach, and then proper Manhattan Beach is right by the pier. And the prices of homes get quite a bit pricey, so. Yep, it's a great community, kind of a hidden gem actually of Los Angeles, very close to the access ways down to downtown LA, or even in the West LA area. People still find it very agreeable and very nice to go to. So that's Manhattan Beach. Let's go ahead and kind of dive right into what's available this week. That's what I wanted to bring to you, and we'll start over. Let's go ahead and start over here on this property here. This is a 227 44th Street, Manhattan Beach. It's 2,424 square feet. It's 6 bedrooms, 3 bath. This is a triplex built in 58. It's at 1,062 square feet. So, you can get some rents off of it. It's over in North Manhattan Beach, which is in the El Porto section, right above it. So I'll show you where that is. Just take a look here. Let's just kind of get it there. So El Porto is kind of like the last frontier of Manhattan Beach. It's right here. See, so it's above Ocean Drive, and then this is a street called Highland. So it's west of Highland, which is very, very attractive. So it's just like one block down to the beach, and basically you have here's a street view from the property, right? So it's on a corner, so it's right on the corner on Highland, but then you could just walk down. There's 3 units that are here that are into that, but diving into a little bit more, like we said, 1,062 square feet. Let's take a look at these units. It's a place where you can live, or you can rent, or you can occupy one and then do the proper Airbnb, which I think is for 30 days, or have tenants. Um, these are original triplex and it has, from what I understand, it has 2 bootlegs that are attached to it, and bootlegs are not, quite legal. I mean, the property does need some work, but its prime location is what's important about this property. there is another one of these that's on top of the garage. Don't know if that's actually legal or not. You know, on these type of properties, you want to check with the city and see what's there. Um, it's larger than a half a lot, you know, as far as your lot size on this here. Let me see what the lot size on this is. I believe it's not telling me what the lot size is, unfortunately. But it's 2,454 square feet. I think it's a half a lot. Land value on this alone is at about two and a half value. You know, so it's just for land value itself, it's there, and then you have these triplexes on this property. Okay, so there it is. It's right in North Manhattan Beach. Take a look at that. Let's move on to the next one. This is a more proper home. This is on 320 20th Street, Manhattan Beach, California. So this is a great location of the property. It's still, you know, in the sand section of Manhattan Beach, knowing the address. This is a 5,095 square foot home. This property is a four-bedroom for 5,000 square feet. It's a little short on bedrooms, but you know, to each his own. You may not need all the bedrooms, and that's kind of what they did here. But here, let's take a look at where this property is, just so you have an idea. So this here's Highland. It's right above Highland, and then you could just make a straight walk down here to Ocean, which is the alley, and then into the Strand and on the sand. So very good location of where it's at. The property itself is built in 2008. It has 2,700 square feet. It's at 961 a square foot. This is your property here. And here, let's just take a look at it. It is, like I mentioned, it is at 4.8 million. This property is very colorful. Let's say. From some feedback that we got on the property, it has a walk street. It has a front patio, which is always fun for summer times and inviting friends over. The property, it's not for your average family. Let's just say it has a lot of stairs. It has a lot of the way it's currently decorated and the way you currently live. You know, it's not your typical home, but the property is showing somewhere over the last years, over the last time that it was on the market. It was on the market before. There is a theater room that's a huge room, and we'll get to it eventually. Just kind of showing you their decorations here. It is a cabin that's on that theater room. Let's see if we can find it here. There's got some game rooms. It's a fun house. You know, it's a fun beach house, a big bungalow, if you will. Let's kind of get here. There's your bedrooms. There's some views there from the patios. You got some pretty cool designs that they did here. You know, let me see. Here's that theater room. Like I said, it's a huge theater room. It's cabinets, but there's no egress, and it was done after the fact. The property only has 4 bedrooms, and 2 of them are really small as well. I wanted to show that to you. Opinion on this, on value, probably more in the 4.2 range, but there is a shortage of inventory, so you know we'll all see. Here's your front patio. The patio is not accessible from the front. I guess there's bedrooms there, so you have to kind of walk outside and then get in. It's not like a living room entrance on the patio. For those, I guess for these rooms, these are actual rooms, so you got to kind of like, you know, get around there to get there. And there's a lot of levels in this property. You got to be an artsy kind of person to be here. The land itself is about 3.5, but there's not a lot of people right now rushing to buy land. Now, with that said, this property is built, and there was a newer one that was sold on one of these streets for about 7 million. So it's just what it is, and that's what just on the market. Let's see how it does. I'm curious to know. It's at 4.8 million for 5,095 square feet. Okay, let's go on to the next one here. Let's go to 340 Manhattan Beach on 7th Street. So once again, the 340 block. This is 3,852 square feet at 5 bedrooms, 5 bath. The lot size is 2703. And the livable is 38. How does that happen? Well, it happens at 1427 a square foot. because they go underneath. There should be a basement here, and then it goes up high, right? So um, here's this property here. So it is again also it is above Crest, and it is above Manhattan Avenue and Highland. So it's up a little higher. With that said, it's a little bit closer towards the here's the Manhattan Beach Pier. So that just gives you an idea of where this property is here on 7th Street at 5.4 billion. It is a 5 bedroom. It is a 5 bath. Let's take a look at the kitchen here. Hang on one second. Uh, let's see here. There's now on this one here. There's staircases everywhere on this property. From just kind of understanding the property here, there is things are small. The downstairs game room is really small. Um, things are kind of boxy because of the way that it's built up. So we know it is in a prime location. It is on the wrong side of the street, unfortunately, meaning it's further away from the ocean. Um, but this is a little better than being on Crest. It's not on Crest. It's a little bit better than being on that Avenue Crest, as I showed you. Um, what else can I tell you about it? The value is not bad overall. It is built. The property, it's priced, probably to go for a buyer who wants a flat street. That's a flat street. Um, there is a new one that is like I mentioned, closing. That's coming around 8 million from this property. So this one's a little bit older, but you have a lot of positives. Like I mentioned, your walk street, and you have some stuff there. So come take a look at it at 5.4 million. Let's move on here to 1467 Fifth Avenue. So this is the 1400 block. This is a 3 bedroom, 1 bath, 847 livable square feet. This is on 4,800 lots. So it's really a lot here that's big. The home is a bit old. Let's take a look at this. Let's see here. So here you are. So this is your area here. I mean, you're near a church. You're in the neighborhood. You're in Manhattan Beach. You're on this side of Sepulveda. So you're east of Sepulveda. Some call that Liberty Village. Things have changed over the years, but you're still in Manhattan Beach. You're in a 5,000 square foot lot. Let's take a look at the inside of this property, and I'll tell you what I know about it. Built originally in 1923. So this property, from the opinion is most likely a tear down. The land value on it is what it has to do, 4,800 square feet. But if you're not ready to do that now, I mean, is it livable? Seems okay. I mean, it just depends on what your needs are. If you have a plan, you're going to do something with it. It's a good piece of land. This is really mostly sold for land value. There is a school, and like I mentioned, there is a church close by. So because of the schooling, you have the garage in the back, so you have rear access. So you have an access from a corner lot. But it's definitely not your prime property, but offered at 1.475. It is offered at land value, but it's livable for the time being. Not a bad property here. Let's go next to Manhattan Beach at 207 Aviation, a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, 906 square feet. So this one kind of moves a little bit out. This is built in 1961. The lot size on this is at 5,299. So again, lot size on the property, that's kind of what we look at. It's right on the crest band of Manhattan Beach. It's right there. This is your what street is, I think that this is Manhattan Beach Boulevard. So Aviation to Manhattan Beach Boulevard down. There are lots of restaurants that are right down on Rosecrans. This is Polywalk Park. There's a tennis court. There's concerts in the park that happen all the time. And then obviously you have access to the beach by just getting there and driving there on this property. So 207. Let's see, what else can I tell you about it? It's a 1656 a square foot. It's colorful, makes, I guess, the other properties in the neighborhood seem brighter overall. Um, and the value is, what do they have it at? They have it at 1.5. It's more of a, once again, it's livable for its time being. The value might be a little rich at 1.5, being at the proximity close to aviation, not in the sand section. Um, they got some collectibles in that house and they're moving out, but you got a lot of land. I think maybe I would say probably closer to the 1.2 value. And again, it's mostly for the land value, but it is livable and enjoyable for the time being that you'll have it. Seems like it's sturdy enough to hang on to it for a while, and it's in Manhattan Beach, so there's a lot to be said for that. Okay, and it seems like it has yeah, it's got something you can do with it. Okay, let's move on to the next one here. Let's go to 25 Second Street at 2.9 million, 1,672 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2 bath, built in 1953. We're at lot size is 2868. We're at 1742 a square feet. And why? Let's take a look at this property here. This is why. Okay. I think it's been the same look since 20 years ago. It's not the house at all. It's 100% the lot. That it's what it's about. It's that proximity to the ocean. Really, what you have here. It's in the city of Hermosa Beach. What can I tell you about it? The value is, I think, more in the mid twos from where our feel of it is. 2.5 million. It's not on. The home is not on a walk street. It is near. It is near some commercial. There is a marijuana shop that is nearby. There's some commercial zoning there. We've sold some properties here. Here, let me just take you to Hermosa Beach. So this is not in Manhattan Beach. Like I mentioned, you have 1,672 square feet, but that is a single level measured square feet. So, oh, you do have 2 levels actually. So here, let's take a look at this here. Let's get us there. Let's see here. So this is the sale on this property. Obviously, I think there's only like 2 homes on this street. This is one of the 2, and then you cross over Beach Circle, and you're right there on 2nd Street. You're right there on the sand, and lots of volleyball in the area. The biggest issue on this property is that it's next to a restaurant that has been many other things in the past. And it probably keep changing. It's that proximity to the commercial that is there. That's what this property is. There's also an apartment building that is next door. Let's go on to the next one here. Let's take a look at 1231 24th Street in Hermosa Beach, a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 875 square feet home here. Let's see what else I can tell you about this house. It is a lot size at 3761 at 1886 a square foot on the lot. The property is definitely livable. It's nice. It's got a nice white picket fence. You're at 1231 24th Street, so you're in the 1200 block of 24th Street. I'll show you where that is in a minute. It should go for about this price. The property looks great. It's got a nice lot that you can do something with it at 3761 square foot lot. It's a desired value. The price is good for where it is and what it has to offer, in my opinion. So you're over here. Here's Artesia. That's Pacific Coast Highway. You're in this neighborhood here. That's your 24th and Prospect. Okay, so let's take a neighborhood walk here. That's the property here. You have some open field next to you, which is a plus, and that's your street view. I guess Google Earth could have done a better job at it, but that's what we have for it to look at. Back to the property here. Yeah, I mean, it should actually just get, where are we? Hang on 1 second. 1231 4. Yeah, at 1650. I think this is a good catch. This is a good property. Let's move on to the next one here. Let's go to 434 Ocean View here in Hermosa Beach. It is built in 2001, 3 bedrooms, 3 bath, 2448 square feet. It is lot size 4358, 817 a square foot. It is this property here. I think at 1998, I think it should go rather good. It's a nice piece of property. It does have a sunroof deck on top, so you have some open eyes, open skies, which is nice. There's a view over to the ocean. Not quite sure if you could actually see the ocean, but the property's in good shape. Property looks good. It looks like it was well taken care of. Yep, it's got some nice, on a clear day, you can probably get a lot of light. It's nice and bright. Doesn't seem like it needs a lot of work. It just needs, your own personal touch. Nice bathroom all the way around. Good, good. Yep. I think when it was coming soon last week, this property, there's a two-car garage, so you're in an association. But this property was actually, they were doing coming soon at 2.2 million, which was a little bit questionable. And I think now that they decided to do a price adjustment to 199, you're good. I guess you have an easement here and you park, and there's two other properties. So you're in a complex of four. That's kind of what we're seeing here. And here, I'll show you the property on the map just so you have an idea. Let's take a look at here. Let's go here. Let's go here. There you go. And I'm doing this for you on just on public websites, so you could do this at home, Google Maps. So this tells you where you are, proximity to Sepulveda Boulevard, and then obviously crossing over Ardmore or the Green Belt, which used to be a train station, a train tracks way back in the day, and then coming, ultimately down here to the beach. So you are east of Sepulveda Boulevard. You are in Hermosa Beach, but like I mentioned, the price on this property is pretty good for the square footage and what it has. So if you're in that price range and you're looking at it, this is Hermosa Beach. It cuts off on Pacific Coast Highway and Artesia, that turns over to come down this way on Bondry Lane, which is Bondry, and then over 35th, and then drops down. So Hermosa Beach, lots to do in Hermosa Beach. Obviously, the Hermosa Fair, which is happening this weekend, the Hermosa Pier that has lots of restaurants and so much fun and so much activity, just like Manhattan Beach. Great beach line as well. Lots of activities happening for the holidays in Hermosa Beach. There's your pier view. The restaurants here are phenomenal. Palmilla's, there's Zane's. There's great residences in the community. There's a great community involvement. There's a farmer's market that happens. It's near the ocean, obviously, and there's Redondo Beach that has some boat docks. But there's your strand life. It's a very prominent city with lots of activities and lots of things to do, and the people are great here as well. So that's my pick for this week that I just wanted to review with you guys and make you aware of what's out there. Yeah, so that's the properties. You can do that yourself. I wanted you to see how I see the properties, and it's not about finding the property. It's about knowing how to negotiate, and that's what I've been doing for over 30 years. I can help you get that sweet spot, help you with the loan, or help you with the offering, the negotiation, so you do acquire the property that you want here in the beach community. So if you want to reach out, have some more information, you have my phone number here. You can just text me or give me a call. I'll give you some more insight. And other things that are popping up. If none of these make sense for this week, maybe there is next week. There's also a coming soon property that's going to be in the sand section. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single family residence. It just recently got remodeled. It's going to go for about 3.2 million. So more to come on that. And until next time, thanks for being here and have a great holiday weekend. Reach out to me if you need anything. Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you so much.